What it do, everybody? It's your boy Johnny B. We on JBTV. Got a very special guest in the building, man. Got my boy. We got a state champion and one of them faces in Milwaukee on the hoop scene. If y'all know, y'all know. Got my boy AZ Leneal Harris in the building, man. What's going on with you, bro?
What's going on with you, man?
Man, glad to have you in here today. Before we get into your story, just real quick, just tell me like some of your hobbies, what you into right now. We just had the Super Bowl, All-Star game, all that. So what you tapped into right now? Man,
right now I'm watching sports, but I'm be into Netflix, Tubi. Watching The Tourist on Netflix. I like them crime drama type movies. Man, working out, working on the clothing brand. I already launched it, but I'm back like working on some more things with it. I like to read, bro. Chill, man. Stay out the way, man. I ain't gonna lie. Taking it easy.
I was gonna ask you 2 years, a good TV series. Is you big on like the Power sequels going on right now? All that you tapped into all that.
What's that? Raising Kanan.
Yeah, Raising Kanan.
That one's real good. What's the other one I've been watching? That Griselda. That was okay. I'm into all them little shows. I like stuff like that.
Thanks. I gotta catch that Griselda too. Yeah. I caught a couple episodes. I ain't finished it yet. Yeah. But I most definitely gotta catch that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Bet. So let's get into your story a little bit. All right, you from Milwaukee?
Yes, sir.
Bet. Tell me a little bit, just about your childhood growing up. To start off, like, you have any siblings? How was it growing up for you?
Yep, I got 2 older brothers and 1 little sister. Life was smooth when I was younger. 2-parent household, real small knit family. Just a regular street kid, bro. I always played outside. I come from learning how to play basketball on crates. You know what I'm saying? Nailing the crate up to the tree or the light pole, stuff like that. Man, just a regular kid, bro.
Thanks.
Regular kid.
Would you say basketball was the first sport you got into, or was there other sports that you was doing before then?
I played pretty much everything, really. Man, football, soccer, ran track. So I did all them little things in grade school, but I would say basketball was the prettier sport. Like, it just felt like it was just more like a swag to it. So I kind of just chose basketball,
I feel you on that, because with basketball, even showing your style, you can have a style in your game, and it's sort of like show how your lifestyle is. If you smooth, you can sort of, if you a hooper, you can see the smoothness in the person, and sometimes that relate to that game a little bit.
For sure.
So I feel you on that. So who was like the first person you'd say, I wouldn't say like put the ball in your hand, but who was the first person you seen like, put in work in on the basketball tip and saying like you sort of want to go in that lane a little bit? Like, was it your brothers?
No, I was the only one that hooped, really, out of my immediate family. I would just say I can't even name their names, bro. I was, like I said, just being a street kid going outside playing basketball. It's like, it kind of just became a fun thing to do, but a lot of cats from parks, man, hooping at Lincoln, Stark Park. That's where I grew up at.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what park.
Hooping at Wall Park. Man,
and that's over there by Hampton, right? Wall Park. Okay, yep.
If I could name somebody that really, it would just be a lot of street, like, hooping cats. I think I just got it from watching them hoop, and now, you know how the neighborhood battles be.
Yeah, it was serious. Especially compared to now. Like, of course, we was in the gym and stuff, but I grew up as well. You had to be outside hooping. Everybody, you weren't even getting memberships. All your friends, if you had a membership, your friend had one. So basketball hooping outside was
that was my era, bro. That was my era. We was outside. Street lights come on. We hooping while the light on a little bit. Then you got to go in the crib. So. That type of life.
All right, so going into middle school, what middle school did you go to?
I went to Saloy Lutheran.
Okay, how was it there? Was you already playing like organized basketball by then? Like, So how did that come about? You going there?
Man, so Lutheran was cool. Lutheran school right there on 21st and Nash. We was good, so played a little AAU, but I only could remember just starting off with what was that, Swish, Pal, stuff like that. But Salua Lutheran was Lutheran school, but it was like real good, playing teams like Garden Homes. That's where Dupree Fletcher went. We played John Decker and them. They was out in Sheboygan. Sam Decker, his little brother, I think he went to the league. So like a lot of little small schools, but it was some nice names in it. But yeah, we won. What was that, like the state championship my 8th grade year? And then when we left, they ended up building a gym. We didn't even have a gym at the school. We was practicing at different places, but we was so good from my 6th, 7th grade year, 8th grade year. They ended up building a gym when we left.
So y'all built the program.
Built the program. Look, that was dope on the real.
It usually worked like that. Okay, so just on a competitive level, so you won state, you know what I'm saying? So you was really competing, doing your thing in the city. Is that where you feel like you made your name before high school? Did you have a name in the city? Ringing bells, you feel like?
Warning, for sure. Man, open gyms at Custer, playing Summer Stars. I think that's where I kind of really made my name at, is in AAU and going to these different gyms, playing at Northcott, playing at, you know, I done played at some everywhere, Pal. I just love the hoop, bro. So anybody that called me to hoop, I'm coming to hoop. You know what I'm saying? I remember playing in Warren, I played for 24th Street. And I played for Stark, like it was crazy, like all types. I played for Rose a little bit, and I'm not even from over there, so. But yeah, I built my name up in the streets for sure.
That's real. You had to be doing something right if you can hit all them parts, because they ain't about to be accepting you everywhere. So you had to have game for sure if they want you, and you most definitely got get invited, stuff like that. We had Green Bay. I grew up in that area, so we had Warner in that area too. So just tell us a little bit about, like, you know, for the people that don't understand Milwaukee, tell us a little bit about Warner and like them PAL leagues and stuff. How them wars was back then.
Very competitive.
Because it's outside. Well, Summer Stars was inside.
Summer Stars was inside. Warner was at Lincoln Park. That was outside. But, man, just very competitive. A lot of kids that really ain't even have, like, big names or none of that. Just ball players. Warner was that joint for sure. Yeah,
you had to be there for sure.
You had to be there for sure. You know, especially when a lot of cats from the neighborhood who didn't hoop, they'll leave their neighborhood, come watch the games. You know what I'm saying? To be all packed, it was a lot of love. Same thing with Summer Stars. That was more so at the high school gyms and all that, but. Just competitive, bro. Basketball, it was real basketball, you know what I mean? Just having fun, people just going at it. And I took it in, bro. That was life.
It was different back then, especially now, like, you know, just with the scene Milwaukee, we sort of got a scene now with social media. But before that, you know, our city always been lit, you know what I'm saying? So, like, what was the stuff, you know, even in high school, but what was some of the stuff off the court that, you know, you was getting into? We had like Jam for Peace and all that. Was you into all that stuff back then?
Man.
Or you was more like focused on the court around more as a kid?
Man, I was bad. I ain't gonna even lie.
Tell me about it.
I was bad. If I wasn't playing basketball, bro, I was running around with the wrong crowd. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. I did the Summer Stars, Jam for Peace for sure. When Boosie and them used to come all the time. Damn, what else was going on? I remember Custer Open Gym, they used to throw a lot of stuff at like Cool Waters and all them little parties, you know what I'm saying? But man, bro, if I wasn't hooping, I was doing some other stuff. Bro.
No, that's real, because that's how it is out here too. Like, you know, the kids, they running wild, but that ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta see growth in them one day too, because you know the city turned up. So
for sure.
So all right, we gonna start off with high school. You going in high school? What was how did King come up in? How did that all come together? You going to King? And was there other schools that you was thinking about going to beforehand?
Yeah, I could have went kind of anywhere. My name was pretty solid with a lot of coaches. I think the only thing that really sold me on King was they was winning. They had a good program, stuff like that. I knew they was deep with like a lot of players going there. So my thing was just like, I like to win, bro. You know what I mean? I know everybody like to score their 40, 50 points. And, you know, I kind of already was doing that. Like I said, hooping in these street leagues. Like, it was cool, but, you know, going into high school, you kind of wanted to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
For me, because I could have went to Custer. I almost went to Custer, Riverside. Vincent had a nice squad, but they was kind of stacked too. So it was just like, I just chose King. You know, guys was really looking into me, you know what I'm saying? And from AAU and grade school, so it just made sense, you know.
Yep.
And I just went there.
That is a tough decision too. Like, you know, you good enough, you on King, but King, like you said, they always stack. So it may not, you may not be putting up the monster numbers.
Yeah.
But y'all gonna be on different platforms and levels than the other teams. So
for sure, yeah.
I feel you on that
like
decision, especially at a young age.
The program was like solid, you know what I'm saying? They schedule like going out of state, you know what I'm saying, playing different schools, going everywhere. Like it just was like, I might get more exposure over here though. You know what I'm saying?
So going into your freshman year, how was like, who's you looking at? How's the class of 06 going in? Like who you feel like you had to compete with, or you were just really focused on like your journey?
Freshman year at King?
At King, just going into King and just through the city, like.
Well, my freshman year I ended up playing JV. Okay. Cause King was like an older team. They had a lot of seniors, juniors, and all that. So guys just kept it real, like, man, just go play JV, and you know you're gonna get some playing time instead of just saying I'm suiting up for VAR, but I ain't playing. So that was big, but bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was really just focused on what I had going on hooping wise. I knew a lot of cats in the city. That was good. But like freshman year, I was just kind of focused on my own thing, just trying to figure out my way through, you know, how I'm gonna navigate through this high school hooping. So,
would you say was rankings a big thing back then?
They was big, but they didn't really mean nothing because a lot of cats we ran into, man, handling them business. You know what I'm saying? Like. And then they didn't leave up to the hype. Like, I'm like, dude, number one, it was a lot of cats, like, and you would never even know they on the floor. Like, it just was like, no, that wasn't it. And then cats that was really cold weren't ranked. Like, I don't even think I was ranked, bro. I don't even. In the state, I was ranked, but not in the country. You know
stuff like that.
And it was like, dang, these cats ain't even cold. So that's how you learn the other side. Like, okay, now it's politics. You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of politics.
A whole nother,
Yeah, I feel you on that. So, all right, you did your freshman year, played JV through that. You know what I'm saying? You had a good experience. So going into your sophomore year, was you preparing yourself for varsity? You already knew you was, you know, had your spot and stuff. Y'all ended up winning state that year. But before that, was it a lot of hype around the team? Like, you know, just tell me a little bit, like, from the beginning of that year and having a target on y'all back. This is your first time on varsity. Tell me a little bit about that year.
So we won. We won in my freshman year. I went up there for state.
Oh, y'all did?
I just sat. I just sat. I didn't play, but I just sat on the bench. One of our freshman year, so it was a lot of hype coming into our sophomore year. But we had a lot of players: Short Kai, myself, James Pruitt, Eric O'Neal, Mitchell Carter. I can't remember who else. If I missed somebody, but that's like 5, 6 players coming on the varsity our sophomore year. So. It was a lot of hype, bro. A lot of hype. I think we was ranked nationally. We was ranked like I don't want to lie, bro. Like 5th, 6th in the nation, I think, around that time. If I'm not mistaken, we had a nice little like non-conference schedule playing. Man, we played Buffalo, New York. Who was that? We played Paul Harris and Johnny Flynn now.
Oh, okay.
We went to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. We played Kyle Lowry and them. What's the Bucks guy? Ramon Sessions.
I remember.
Yeah, so we was playing a lot of solid cats in our offseason. We ended up playing LeBron James team. That was like he left.
Yeah.
But I think the little guard, Drew Joyce or whoever do this, yeah. So, man, it was a lot of hype, bro. You know, open gyms at King, practices like John Thompson, you know what I'm saying? I met John Thompson. Roy Williams came to the gym. Like, we had, like,
that's man,
it was, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of big names coming to the gym, recruiting players. So. A lot of hype around King, bro.
Facts. And I was gonna ask you just like, you know, just the background and like just how those practices was, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, y'all had a lot of dogs on that team. And I remember y'all had like starting senior class on that team, and then the sophomores y'all coming in. So I remember that team vividly. Yeah. So you know, how was them practices and like how was Goss to y'all? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was beastie. First of all, guys, hands down, one of the best coaches I played for. Man, he gonna get in you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna cuss you out. He gonna man, he gonna talk to you crazy, but it's out of love though. You know, that took some time to get used to. Man, them practices was dogs, cause I'm a guard. You got Dupree Fletcher, you got Mac Goodwin, Khalif, Rob Dixon, them older. Yep. But like I said, me, Troy, James Pruitt, like it was like, man, it was like even just A squad versus B squad. It's going on, you know. Cats getting into it. I think we used to have to run if you lose or if you mess up something. It just was competitive, bro. Like real life basketball, and it just built that heart. It gave us that heart. You know what I mean? Because a lot of cats, you know, it's cool. You know, they do the drills and all that, but a lot of our practices was just built off just tough, like heart, like, you know what I'm saying? Boxing out drills. Like I say, bro, it was like we had a dive for the ball drill, like defensive drills. Like it was just competitive, bro. Like you had to really, you know what I'm saying, not just put the ball in the hole, but you had to have heart and like lock up too. You know what I'm saying? So it was different, bro.
I can only imagine. I can like just with the names, you know what I'm saying? All y'all know is a dog fight every day. You know what I'm saying?
It was different, and we used to. I think he changed it. My sophomore year, we started practicing in the morning, so we was practicing at like 5 in the morning before school. So, getting it in.
But it paid off though, you know what I'm saying?
Like, man, you getting up early, you gotta get it in like that. It just built a whole different animal in you. Like, man, this some shit right here.
So with that going on, you sophomore, you young, how's off the court? Like, how you treating off the court? I know a lot of stuff coming to you, you know what I'm saying? You the man, that king, that's something, you know what I'm saying? So how's you taking all that in?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't take it the right way.
I mean, it's hard too at that age.
Yeah, girls, you know what I'm saying? That's when you start trying to find yourself, trying to dress nice. You know what I'm saying? Because the girls feeling you. A lot of influences, bro. Good and bad, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was around the wrong crowds around that time. That's just, like I said, just a street kid. You know what I'm saying? Not even really innocent, but just a lot of your peers just ain't on the right thing. So it's like, man, you fall off into that, but you still protected because you the basketball player of the crowd. But it was like,
and we gonna get into your situation, but do you feel like that was building up to what, like, you know, came later on?
I think I would say yeah, because just looking at how kids like spend so much time. I tell a lot of kids now, what you do in your free time is gonna set you apart in your future. You know what I'm saying? Because outside of basketball, we ain't really had nothing else to do. Like you hoop, and then like I said, you messing with some girls, and then it really wasn't nothing else that we really was into, but being in the streets and, you know what I'm saying, running around and, you know what I mean, doing whatever. But yeah, you gotta watch your crowd, man. You gotta.
And I feel you on that. It's easy, especially in Milwaukee. It's easy to fall into a tough crowd. Like you literally, like you said, the hoopers. Yeah, you can literally hoop all day. Yeah. But I mean, a few extra hours after that, what you gonna be doing? Exactly. And a lot of inner city, we got a lot of hoods up in here. You know what I'm saying? So you must definitely go down that way.
Milwaukee inner city is ghetto to ghetto, really.
It is ghetto to ghetto.
And then different cats that go to different schools. You know. Like I said, y'all hoop, and then wasn't nobody really just working on that game. Like, we'll go run 5, and ain't nobody staying late to put shots up. We wasn't lifting weights. We wasn't running around the track. We want that you see everybody doing now. Yeah, looking back, we wish you would have did that, but that just wasn't reality back then.
It's different now. They got trainers. I can imagine having a trainer. You got to train yourself. You almost get talked about if you had a trainer. Facts. All right, so going into your junior year now, you know what I'm saying, you just won state. Now you're taking on a bigger role. You know what I'm saying? You're more of a star on your team with other players on your team. So just tell me, like, what was your preparation for that going in, and how did that year go for you?
Man, junior year that's when I started starting. Excuse me, but man, that's when a lot of schools started, getting involved in the recruiting process. Just really, I was in my bag then. I ain't gonna lie, I was in my bag. I, had a good feel for the game. Man. I think we won a good championship out there in Erie, Pennsylvania. That was real big. I forgot the one guard name, but
there was some big names there.
Yeah, they ended up playing at like Florida or something. At Rutgers, I forgot, but it was like a McDonald's Classic tournament. They was feeding us. We had free McDonald's the whole. I ended up getting sick, all type of shit. It was crazy, but we ended up winning the championship game out there. We went a lot of places, bro. But junior year, it was definitely a solid year. We didn't win state my junior or senior year. And I would say it just became just a lot of egos on the team. You know what I'm saying? People getting, recruited now. Everybody feeling themselves, so everybody feel like they got to be the man. You know what I'm saying? Really want no strong leadership. Everybody trying to prove themselves. So it was like, that's where it kind of like got like, egos was clashing. It was just like, still cool, but just looking back at it, it's like, man, Castle's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Finish that off strong to me. So
facts, I know what you mean. And I can only imagine from the outside looking in, because y'all was doing y'all thing with the conversations I was having. And even me myself, I wanted to go to King. I feel like the whole city wanted to go to King at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was real major. So like, I understand like just the pressure and people coming in with egos, just being on the team, just being on King, you feel privileged. I would have, you know what I'm saying? Vincent and King back then, if you on them teams, you can't tell me nothing.
You couldn't tell me nothing. So it was. Niggas getting treated like some little superstars, man. You know what I'm saying? But we was supposed to like, we was kids though. But back looking at it now, you just supposed to stay humble and like finish the job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was it like it was senior and junior year? Was there any battles, any like certain moments that you like will always remember, and like in in the city conference or anything?
Vincent was a real good game. We ended up beating them at their gym.
Was this like Marcus Landry and them?
Yup, Marcus Landry, Javon Campbell, Willathon, Q-Bar. Yeah, we beat them. They was salty.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, we beat them on their floor. They was salty. It was cracking too. Ricky Franklin at Riverside. He was a monster.
Yeah. And I went to Riverside, and I know that was where we had that game scheduled King every time, so I know that was big. Yeah, facts.
He was a monster. South had Tom Shumper and Steve White. They was a nice duo. Every team was pretty much straight. There was a lot of battles. I would say our main one was really, like I said, Vincent. I think that went down to the wire where I think Louis hit the game winner. I'm not mistaken. It went down to the wire though.
Yeah.
It was solid because they kind of played, you know, real like solid. Like they weren't real like all over the place. They was real disciplined. Yeah,
most definitely
over there.
Yeah, disciplined coach.
Yeah,
they was just like y'all. Y'all was
just like us.
Yeah, they was just like y'all.
Say, so I don't even think the game was more than 50, 60 points. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah, real gritty
game. Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, it's your senior year. Your senior year, you was doing your thing. You got second team All State, first team All Conference and stuff like that. What's the recruitment process like for you right now?
I ended up signing. That was my junior summer going into my senior year. I signed to UWM.
Okay.
So
with Rob Jeter.
Yeah, Rob Jeter. I ended up. I just ended up signing just on some like staying in Milwaukee. Just like I said, my mind frame was like kind of everywhere. I ain't even really let the recruiting process go nowhere. Like, I could have, you know, at least waited till the end of my senior year, and you know. But I just wanted to get it out the way. But yeah, that was mainly it, bro. I signed my junior year and senior year. I kind of, you know, was just relaxed because now I ain't got to worry about, you know, schools and all that going on visits. Like, I was really just stamped in the mill, like on some chill, like.
Especially like you got a Division I offer.
Yeah.
And like back then, Division I offers they just
tough.
coming for you. That's real tough. You know what I'm saying?
D1 offers.
So like I feel you. Once my first one, I probably would have signed too ASAP.
Like, we gonna get this out the way, and it's at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
And that was a good situation at the time. UWM, they was really doing their thing. They was building their name up.
Yeah.
Probably more than ever at the time. That was probably like they hottest.
Yeah, it was a solid school for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, you sign with them. You go through your senior year, stuff like that. So after the season, senior year, you end up, you know, getting into some trouble. So just tell me about a little bit about that situation. You got caught with some weed, caught a pipe case situation. Was this your first case?
Yeah, first case.
Okay, first case. So just tell me, you know, that's a tough situation. You about to go on to college. You keep on, you doing your thing, but like you said before, you had a foot in the streets. Yeah. And I caught up with you a little bit. So just tell me a little bit about that situation and how everything went down.
Man, just being a kid from Milwaukee, like I said, yeah, I came from a two-parent household, but we wasn't like rich or, you know, we wasn't like wealthy at anything. So for me, it was just really just getting into a situation where I just wanted some money, bro. You know what I mean? Not to be on no old like flash. I never was, still not to this day, a flashy type person. I never believed in stuff like that, but I just wanted some money to, you know, buy my mom's and my house and, you know what I'm saying, put me in a better situation and, you know, have nice clothes on my back. So it was like stuff like that just to better your situation. But, caught a pistol and weed case. It was like, a couple weeks before school let out. Oh, okay. It was like during school and man, just out here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I had my scholarship out the way, so really wasn't even thinking about hooping, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm already stamped, I'm good, I'm cold, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that kind of got in the way because now I'm spending less time in the gym, you know what I'm saying? I got suspended a couple games for something else during school. You know what I'm saying? But it was like all a trickle effect, domino effect from just being around, you know what I'm saying? The wrong crowds, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, pistol and weed case, bro. And they was gonna suspend me from the school, but it was like so close to graduation.
Oh, okay. Also, you were still in high school.
Yeah, still in high school. Yeah, I was still in high school. And it was so close to graduation. They ended up like letting me just stay in school and graduate, but they was trying to get rid of me. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff was all in the paper.
It was,
the radio station, like everywhere you could go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so how do you handle that? As you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's a grown man situation, but you're still a kid at the time. You know what I'm saying? So like, how's you handling all that emotionally?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Cause I was in jail for the initial take for like, I would say like 3 or 4 days before they let me bond out or whatever. And I could remember like the paper came out on the day I was getting out, and the CO was showing. It was like, oh, you a superstar. You made the front news of the paper. And they showed me, and I looked, and I was like, dang. You know, I kind of was like happy about it. Like, oh, like, yeah, you know, but like, once the reality kicked in, like, man, this is stupid, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But as I'm in that situation, I didn't really know. I knew what had happened, but I didn't really know like how serious it was because
stuff like this happen all the time.
Yeah, it do. Like to me, it was normal. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats around me, this wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, yeah, I went through that, but I had some money saved. You know what I'm saying? Like my objective was to get the money, so it was like, I don't know why I was just so blinded by like, dang, like you might mess up your hoop and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wasn't even putting that together.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I feel that.
You know, young, just like I said, bro, our minds be so. I understand now, like how our minds be so immature at that age.
Damn,
like,
for real.
Dang, like why?
Your friends is a big influence, and like not even just your friends, just what's going on at the time.
Yeah,
that's
for
big. It's more influence than your mom's. Like you said, your mom's and pops, they can be there
for sure.
But you go out here in the world, that sort of takes over at the end of the day.
For sure. So it was like, man, you having money, you hooping, girls on your wood. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
True, that's what a lot of people want.
That's what I'm saying. So you looking at your life through a different, you know what I'm saying, glass, like, man, I'm straight. Like, man, I'll get another scholarship. I hoop somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Until, like, everything started to fall apart. It was like, dang, now they send you to jail. You know, instead of me going to a campus, my freshman year, I'm going, you know what I'm saying, to the House of Correction. You know what I'm saying? Now, this young phenom, but you know what I'm saying, my stuff starting off like this.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
It was like a real shock, like dang. Then it's like, now what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Do you feel like before that time you was like keeping the street life and, you know, away from like your coaches, teammates, stuff like that? You feel like you had to balance and act with that?
Yeah, did nobody know. Did nobody know. I wasn't like I only mess with weed, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't selling weed at school. I wasn't doing none of that. Like they didn't know. My parents, my mama, she knew, cause she seen like bags of clothes and all type of stuff just going on around the house. You running in and out of the house a little more than you usually do. So. Yeah,
and parents know.
Yeah.
They been there before.
Sure. So, yeah, it was just, didn't nobody know, bro. Didn't nobody know at all. I mean, the cats that was around me knew, but didn't nobody know at all till it hit like that, and everybody was like, damn.
Yeah, from the outside looking in, it was big on the city. I remember receiving that and like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That was huge on the city. It was going around like a mug. So.
Yeah, it was going around. Dang, they had posted, I think my mama co-workers had like posted the news article in the break room at her job. It was just all type of stuff going on.
Tough.
They like, man, what? Damn, little dog, cut up.
That's tough. But at the end of the day, like especially now that I'm grown too, like you was a 17-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So like that's hard to knock. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is when it comes to that.
Especially the situation. You know, it was just the opportunities that presented itself from the streets, man. It's just, I ain't gonna get into the deep details of it, but it's like, man, it was just money that a lot of people I know wouldn't pass it up. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
So it's just a different type of lifestyle. It was just like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. I feel that.
It was just different.
Hell yeah.
For real, for real.
So after that, what you had to do, a year in the House of Correction?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go through that. How was, you know what I'm saying? How was that experience? Was that something like you had to work through? I know that's tough. You in the House of Correction.
Yeah, it was.
Or it wasn't nothing too bad for you?
I mean, because a lot of people knew me, so it wasn't like I had no altercations or anything. It wasn't tough on me at all.
Yeah.
COs knew me, like, it wasn't like hard or nothing.
Was it tough being away from basketball? Is this the longest you've been away from basketball?
Yep, it was tough. Now it was like, that's all I knew was basketball, you know what I'm saying? So now it was like, dang, what I'm finna do, you know what I'm saying? So it was tough. I ain't gonna say it was just like candy paint, but like in there, it was like, it wasn't like, you know, so I wasn't, bumping heads with nobody. I was chill. I always been smooth off the court, like laid back cat. I was just really just focused on some money. I really wasn't no like, you know, rah-rah, getting into it with people. Like, I ain't got drama with people, you know what I'm saying? So it was chill, but my mindset was like, dang, dog, what now? You know what I'm saying? Like, this really real. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, you're right. Especially like you said, you're supposed to be on campus and you up in here. And especially not just no regular, even if it was a Division 2 or but you going to, you know what I'm saying, Division 1 campus, that's where you for sure supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? And people are jack about that, you know what I'm saying? So,
for sure, I feel that was our thing, like, man, I'm going D1. That was
that was huge.
That was the talk. Like, I'm going D1. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Facts.
None of them other schools.
And we gonna get into, like, you know, how it's popping now, how people, you know what I'm saying, our Milwaukee basketball scene on a whole different level now, you know what I'm saying? But
for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
For sure.
So now you starting off at MATC?
Yeah.
So how did, you know what I'm saying, you come up with MATC? Where did that
It was they end up,
and it's after you off, like you done with everything?
They let me my probation let me do like towards the end, like a work release, like school release type of program. So I ended up signing up for MA. Really just trying to hoop. That's all it really was about. I wish I wouldn't have did it, but I ain't have no guidance. I ain't had no mentors. I ain't had nobody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was in my corner, bro, they ain't. That was older heads that could have told me like, no, just sit out, wait till you get a full year. You know what I'm saying? Different like NCAA rules and regulations. That's where all that stuff started to come into play. So I wish I would have just sat out, but I was just, they said if you sign up for school, you can get out. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, no, I'm trying to get out of here. So you sign up, you hooping and all. It's like,
hey, and hoopers got to hoop. I feel you've been off that long, you know what I'm saying? You probably, if somebody would have told you something else, you probably would have had to wait longer.
Exactly.
So I feel you on that.
Yeah, just misguided, bro. But like I said, it's just a decision is on some like, man, I'm trying to hoop, get up out this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bet. I feel that. So how was the situation there hooping wise? Did you enjoy your hooping experience there?
No, I didn't. Nope. I ain't gonna lie, cause I ain't gonna lie, it was like, it just wasn't my feel, like, it just wasn't my feel, like, dang, you know, I kind of was on some old, like, man, this weak, you know what I'm saying? And when you feel like
a little bit above that.
Yeah, when you feel like you playing down, your motivation just be kind of gone. You don't really, you know what I'm saying, warm up like you usually would, stretch, you know what I'm saying? You don't even hoop like you usually would, because you just feel like, these cats so weak, they beneath you, but it's like,
No, that's real. That's real.
That's just real. Like, you know what I'm saying? You playing down, like people say, you play down in your competition.
Yep.
And that's basically what it was. So I end up like, I think I left like a couple games throughout the season. I'm like, man, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? But that messed up a year of eligibility. You know what I'm saying? So
I see what you mean.
It just was like, I was just moving like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, it came and bit me later on, but I didn't know that at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, just didn't know, bro.
No, that's real. And I see what you mean too, how that one little instinct can mess up your whole eligibility. And it's crazy now, you got 1 million, they get 1 million eligibility. They're eligible for everything since the COVID. You can play, we can go play right now, for real.
It's different. I'm like, dang, that's crazy.
No bullshit. So, all right, now you, after that, you go to Frank Phillips in Texas.
In Texas,
All right, tell me a little bit about that and how was it like adjusting to Texas? So, you know, you've been in Milwaukee your whole life, so how was that adjustment?
Middle of nowhere. It was boring city. It was some good hooping. It was some real good hooping. I remember starting off on like the 3rd or 4th string. This school had like 40 cats trying out, and I didn't really understand how it went. I forgot who kind of hooked me up with that. I think it was like. I think Jeter or Guys put in the word for me down there. But it was like 40 cats at the first practice. I'm like, ridiculous. Man, what the hell, boy? Plenty cats from all over. And I was like on the 4th string. Like, I'm like, man, I'm finna cut up in here. So just fast forward the story. I was starting that year. So, you know what I'm saying? First game I was starting. So, it was cool though. It was real good talent down there. Our team was good. The conference we played in was good. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a lot of like good schools. That was like a real big JUCO league that we played in. That conference we played in, that was a real big JUCO conference.
I was gonna ask you, was it one of the top JUCO?
Yep, it was. It was a lot of good teams in there that was ranked. Had a lot of league players, stuff like that came from it. But yeah, that was an experience, bro. It was a boring little town, city kid. Man,
you was ready to get out of there too.
I was ready to get up out of there. So I ended up staying, but I ain't gonna lie, I was messing around, doing all type of stuff. You know, it's like, you a city kid, you gonna get into something. Like, I gotta make something go on. Yeah, this too slow.
Yeah, and most of the people that played JUCO, they sort of had that same experience. In the middle of nowhere, all you can do is hoop, but even that, after a while, like, man, you going crazy.
You finding stuff to get into.
Yeah, go to Walmart.
For stealing out of the outlet Nike store, like, I don't even steal, like,
gotta find something to do.
I don't even steal. Stealing socks and shoes. Stealing shoes you don't even want. I'm like, man, I gotta get up out of here.
No, trust me, them JUCO Chronicles crazy. I done heard some stories, man.
Getting into the baseball team. Like, I don't even care about these white folks like that.
Oh, that's real. That's real.
Just mad at you because you black and hooping. And it used to be crazy.
You in that city they grew up in too. Oh God, only about like 2,000 people and shit.
Sure. They the man of their city. They girls coming to the college games. And it was just weird.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah, JUCO was different.
So on the court with your JUCO experience, you know, like y'all a team, but everybody be wanting to get their name out there. So how was that for you? Do you feel like it was some selfish play, or like did you have to be selfish at some time to, you know, get to where you want to go? We
actually, the thing about that team is because we was cool off the court. A lot of me and the guys ended up getting cool off the court, so that kind of helped us on the court. Yeah. Cause you could tell cats was trying to go for that. Yeah, most definitely. For their bag, for sure. They trying to get up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it was cool, but I mean, everybody just did their thing, you know what I'm saying? I think I got newcomer of the year. One of the other players, Reginald Burnett, if it's not mistaken. He ended up passing though, like years later. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah, rest in peace to him.
Man, 6'5", 6'6" guard from Florida. Man, nice country.
Yeah.
Real country, but man, cold, man. Like he would have definitely, if he didn't make it to the league first round, he definitely been like second round. I ain't gonna lie, he was nice.
Yeah.
I like the dude a lot. We had a lot of little cats on our team, but them practices used to go down, and the games, we just used to, everybody get 20, 30, you know what I'm saying? We just all did our thing, really, so it all worked out.
So what's the recruiting process like after that? And, you know, you end up coming back close to home, Parkside. So what's that like?
See, the thing now with this, I was getting schools, a lot of calls, a lot of schools, a lot of stuff like that. But the thing that burnt us up down there, so the coach had us taking classes that basically were just BS classes just for us to qualify to play JUCO.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, that came to bite a lot of us in the rear, you know what I'm saying? Because now you looking at your recruiting process and they like, shit, your class, none of them classes gonna transfer to us. You know what I'm saying? So, and he knew this knowingly, so
damn, that's
it was
selfish.
just like, it was a bad, like, Cass was leaving, Cass wanted to beat him up, like, I ended up leaving, and it was just bad, bro, because it was like, dang, how can somebody do, like, kids like that that's really trying to just better themselves? You know what I'm saying?
Especially daily in them practices, stuff like college practice, they ain't no joke. So
real, bro.
Just daily, you putting your body, your grind into that, and you're not even nowhere near at the crib. So like, that's frustrating. That's terrible.
Like, it was like, dang, that like burnt. That just put like a, like, dang, like kind of messed you up just mentally too. Like, man, this world don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up leaving there, coming back. And that's when I ended up going to Parkside. But what was crazy, because when I came back, I had to go to MATC for like almost like a year and a half, just straight school.
Damn, okay.
Because the school I took down there wasn't no good. It wouldn't even transfer me to a D2.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just bad, bro. It was like, that was bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was bad.
Dang, so the JUCO was really, like, say was the
hooping side was cool, but that kind of really just, for me, it ended my little hooping career. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people really don't know what happened, but to me, like, because definitely all of us pretty much would have went back D1. And we was playing in front of a lot of schools like Tennessee, Oklahoma, what was that, like Big 12 conference. So that's a lot that's the area 12. We was pretty much in. Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, them was a lot of the schools that was coming to recruit that conference. So Cats would have, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, them some big schools. So man, bro, that messed up a lot of people on the rear. I sure ain't even know that. Yeah, that messed up a lot of people, bro.
So would you say, you know, your first incident, you know, got in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Would you say that last incident, though, with the JUCO coach was worse than, you know, you going to jail and messing up, you know, the first scholarship?
I think
you feel like it was just as bad? Because, like, just on the confidence level, you know what I'm saying? That's tough to deal with.
Because it was tough mentally, because it felt like, here I am, you know, I was young, a little older now, but it was like, here I am trying to, like, not be in that street life and really just focus on this, and then you just get clipped off again. It just really just messed up your, like, trust in anybody, really, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't trust the world now, so it's like, I'm finna move on my own accord. Like, I'm finna just, you know what I'm saying, do me. And like, so when I end up going to school at MA, like, I'm back in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to school, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Parkside, dude gave me a scholarship, but it was like, I turned them down freshman year of high school, bro. Like, I ain't going to Parkside, that's real. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was the same coach, so I already kind of knew, like, he probably ain't even feeling me, but he still gave me a chance. Like, gave me a scholarship and all that, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I went to Parkside, I was burnt out.
I
was mentally burnt out. I still hoop. I played good junior and senior year, but
because you led your team in points and assists, stuff like that. But that's still just off natural. You feel like
that was just natural. I was like,
it's crazy too, because I do remember when you committed to Parkside, and like, you know, I had my sister was going there and stuff like that. So I found out you was going to Parkside. I had came to a game and everything. You know, won. It was good, but I feel what you mean. You know what I'm saying? That's not wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't what you was looking for from the jump. So
it was just like.
So you was sort of using that more as like recreational, even though, you know, that's Division II. That's still big.
It's still a big school though. I could have took it a little more serious. Like that's what I said. Just that immature mindset. Like I could have really took that serious and probably caught you know what I'm saying, nice overseas gig or something, you know what I'm saying, if I took it serious. But I just was like, man, this weak, you know what I'm saying? Me and the coach, he was cool, but it was like, you know, you trying to tell me to play certain ways, and it's like, man, I don't even want to be here, really, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was really falling on me, but like I said, it's just what you go through, you know what I'm saying, through different situations. It's like, man.
That's tough for real.
It's real though.
And I was gonna ask you too. So like after Parkside, just the next step, was you still trying to think? Was you thinking basketball on the next level still, or you was like trying to now, like, you know, go on other ventures?
Man, I went and played in a little semi-pro a little bit. Bloomington Flex.
Was that in Indiana?
Illinois.
That was in Illinois.
Bloomington, Illinois. Yep. Yep, I did that. Bro, I was flying. I was still trying to get into it because after the Parkside career, I was flying myself out to Vegas, playing in the little overseas camps and stuff like that, the exposure camps. I was taking myself to the G League camp, so using my own bread. I was like I said, I was still, but I was like, man, that ain't the lifestyle I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to like, change. So, yeah, I was getting the money how I was getting it, but I was using that stuff to fly me out to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have, like I said, no mentors, no agents, none of that. Like, I'm just figuring it all out on my own. Like, man, I found the semi-pro on my own. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just trying to figure it out. And then, like I said, I was playing a semi-pro, but we was getting paid like, man, I think like, not even $1,000 a month.
Oh, wait, especially when you gotta pay to play too, you're paying for tryouts and stuff like that.
Man, can't do this.
And semi-pro ain't sweet either. That's a lot on your body. Like I've been to a semi-pro practice before. That shit was hell. They hooping for real. It ain't like no joke. So I feel you on that.
And they're hooping for real.
That's a lot to put your body through.
I was on something else. I'm like, man, I gotta figure something else out.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, so like stepping away from basketball a little bit, you started up Mindset.
Yeah.
So how did that all come together? And you know what I'm saying? It's a clothing line, but it's bigger than that. Like, tell me where you came up with that.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That first time I got in trouble, man, when you figure out basketball, like, that ball ain't in your hands no more, you know what I mean? The little time I sat down in the house correction, it was like, dang, dog, I gotta figure something out. So it was like, you know what I mean? You know, you hear that whole, they could trap your body but not your mind kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So immediately then, I just was always, even before I got in trouble, I always was like a person that was trying to figure it out, you know, just life in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, like NBA wasn't even like a main like goal for me. A main goal for me was just like, man, I want to be wealthy and take care of my family, you know what I'm saying? Look out for my guys around me. So, like I would say, that was just all mindset then, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, how, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But I just knew I was gonna, like, information, bro, just educating myself about different things and just using I knew it was gonna take my mindset to really, you know what I mean, get me through life in general. You know what I'm saying? If I don't lose my mind, like I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing we gotta be thankful for in life. Period. Is just having the right mind. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of cats go out here and, you know, do things and do stuff. You be like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? A lot of cats don't really be uptight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
up
real.
there, like, for real. So I would say it started from there, bro. And it came later in the years. I just really played with it on some merch. That was like 2-3 years ago almost. Yeah. And, you know, came up with the whole logo and the whole thing, but it's always been a thing for me, like, even like getting into the real estate at 24 and, you know, getting into trucking. I'm into trucking now. Like, everything I kind of did after basketball was like just using my mindset to really just like figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, life after basketball, a lot of cats just give up. Like, it's over for them. Like, but I wasn't just no hooper, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was whatever, really.
That's good to have, because a lot of hoopers, especially like, you know, small cities like we in, you just think basketball. When you like on that, you thinking you got like a tunnel vision almost. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really even almost have interest in other stuff. Like, I ain't get grown until I start like watching other TV shows. Oh, this is sort of slick. I used to watch ESPN and all that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it is good to have like go in on basketball, because especially to make it to that next level, that's what you need. You gotta go all the way in.
You do.
But you do want to find something else besides that. You know what I'm saying? Because you be lost after it almost.
For real.
For real. And everybody ain't even good enough to go even D2, D3. You know what I'm saying? But they love basketball though. So like, you most definitely gotta find another hobby, and I know that's tough just in our community. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said, like, you know, as you hooping and going through it, like, I was good, but, you know, I'm only like a 6-foot guard. You know what I'm saying? So,
and when you going up against the world with the NBA,
you start looking at like I was with reality, like ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody around you gonna tell you just because you good, like, oh yeah, you going to the league, but it's like, once you really look at the league, it's like a lot of cats ain't going to the league. Like, that's real. And overseas, you know, it was like a thing to do, but it really wasn't like the goal to have. Like, a lot of people fall into going overseas. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Like, people ain't growing up like, I want to hoop overseas at all. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of came later in your years, like, oh, overseas, they paying some good money. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, overseas always, it do seem like a money move more than anything. Of course, you hoopers and we love hooping. But like you said, ain't nobody growing up and like, man, I want to go overseas. But I commend everybody that do. That's a grind too itself. That's a grind too. But like, you're not even in the country no more. Exactly. And it gotta make sense. Like, for me, it had to just make sense. So I learned that young though, like, just working with my granddaddy, like 8, 9, 10 years old, out in Gary, Indiana. Like, he always instilled in us, like, men gotta have their own, like, you gotta have your own house, own car, own money in your pocket. So he wasn't no basketball player though. He's showing us all type of hustles, like driving trucks and moving stuff, throwing bricks, selling watermelon. Like, he's showing you all these hustles. But as you got older, when I got to that 18, 19, it's like, man, I could figure something else out. You know what I'm saying? If this hooping don't work out, I could go, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got into real estate early, like 23, 24. So it was like figuring something out, bro. Like, if it work, if it do, if it don't, it don't. But I'm gonna keep on trying something. Like, that street life, I was trying to be done with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was really just on some making a young decision, trying to get rich, but it's like, it's so many other ways to, you know what I mean? Skin the cat, they say. Facts. So it's like, man, let's keep going. Facts. And even like with the street lights, it even seemed like you was more in it just for the paper. It wasn't, like, you know, some people like to be in the streets, they ain't getting no money at all. They just like to be a street nigga at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I never, and this is just my opinion. I hope nobody, I don't care if nobody else take offense to it, but you're not a real street nigga if you just in the streets just trying to be cool. Like, it's just, this is your lifestyle. Like, a lot of cats I was around real street cats. We trying to get this money and do something else with it or better our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't want to do this just to be cool or this just who I am. You know what I'm saying? So.
And you get a lot of that now, especially with, you know what I'm saying, especially with the social media. I couldn't imagine being no kid right now. I would not want that.
Offering drugs on social media. I'm like, man.
And it's more, I just feel like it's more about the image now. Everybody want that image, you know what I'm saying? And back then, you can just be who you is. Even if you in the hood, you still, you know, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's hustlers. Then you got them crazy ass niggas. Everybody was who they was. Now it just seemed like everybody just one. Everybody got to be this one person, top, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's lost right now, man.
So is you know, putting your story out there to like athletes and non-athletes, is that important to you to get that out here, especially in the streets? Like, we got the kid boys and people that's not like you said, with time, they wasting their time or doing, you know what I'm saying? They could be doing better stuff with their time. So is that important to you to get your story out there and talk to the youth?
That's a thing I do want to do. Like I've the thing about me is finding an avenue to really put it out there to where it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And but like behind the scenes, I help out a lot of people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I help out a lot of kids, bro. Man, a lot of people, bro. I ain't gonna lie. People know, so I do a lot of stuff. I haven't did nothing on the mainstream. Like, I was doing a little basketball camps for free for a little while called Prospects. Just free basketball camps, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't about the money. Like, just something for the kids, but something happened with the gym and the guy that was running over the gym. So it kind of like, just a lot of little stuff just used to throw me off. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I'm looking into starting a mentor program. It'll be based around just life. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, basketball was my thing, but I feel like a lot of these kids, not a lot, I'm gonna just say kids in general, everybody is like pushing them to play sports. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool, but I feel like you should let the kid make the decision. Because, bro, just to see how many avenues is out there where kids can really excel at, like becoming an engineer, a doctor, a dentist, you know what I'm saying? Anything, bro. It's like a judge, a governor, you know what I'm saying? A lawyer, like, it's so much stuff that these kids can really get into. So I don't want to just push somebody to just play a sport to where your dream might get killed if you don't make it to the NBA. Now you just dead meat the rest of your life because this was your main focus. You know what I'm saying? So play your sport, but also be into doing other things. So I'm gonna start a little mentoring program, bro, and push it. But just the way about introducing it, I'm still being patient with it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like parents sort of push their kids always like thinking of that top NBA level and they should do it more on just having fun with the game?
I think,
you know what I'm saying? And I know, like, in our culture, like, I'm not trying to put it like that, but, you know, white people, they go play their baseball, stuff like that. It's really somewhat be about the sport. And they ain't really thinking about, I got to make it to pro baseball or pro basketball. And in our culture, like, that's really, it's almost like, nigga, you don't make it to the NBA, you almost garbage. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you think it's pushed sort of the wrong way in our culture? How sports is?
And I think so, bro. In my opinion, I'm gonna just be straightforward with it. I think a lot of these parents try to live their life through the kids, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, some of them have not made it to the success level or made the money that they feel or living in the house that they feel they should be living in. So I'm gonna push Lil Junior to go get me this house and this and that, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like if our people was, you know, a little more just educated or just, you know, a little more in tune with themselves and not trying to live through the kids, I think it'll keep the fun in it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know, they just try to live their life through the kids, bro. And it's like, oh, I didn't. You know, they not gonna come out and say it, but it's like, I need Junior to buy me this house and make it to the NBA. And it's like, man, that don't be, you know what I'm saying? Them blessings come from God, bro. So it's like, man, the chances of really going is like, you can't really just, you don't know if he that little or she that little, that they gonna go to the NBA or the WNBA, you just don't know that.
Facts. And that's why, like, in the beginning of our conversation, just with like rankings and stuff, I sort of got a problem with even middle school rankings, because how you gonna rank this kid? And it's gonna, somebody on this team gonna grow to 6'5" next year and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of hard to even judge high school kids. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna develop when you're gonna develop. Like Ja Morant, he went to Murray State. He could have went, if they went back and looked, he could have went anywhere he wanted. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know as kids the development. So
I tell you,
I feel you on that.
I tell you facts. All the #1 players, they is not in the league right now. Even from grade school, they not even playing basketball right now.
Facts.
And that's just facts. All the #1 players that I could, they is not even in the league right now. For real.
The league tough.
And I think my year was Greg Oden.
Okay,
he not in the league.
Exactly. And he was the #1, by far the #1 player in the country, by far.
Greg Oden was the #1 in our class. He's not in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so it goes to show you, I think the other player, I think it was Derek Character was #2. He's not in the league.
For Louisville,
he's not in the league. Like,
that's facts.
It's just facts. Like, man, it's like, so them rankings, and that's all you see on social media now.
Especially right now.
I'm looking at the years and I'm like, damn, what year is that? You know, it just looks so weird. Like, what year is that? Like, I don't even do the
math. That's coming one day?
Bro, I don't even do the math. Little dog #1. I'm like, man, that don't mean nothing. I just don't jump on them sites and really just, you know what I'm saying?
That's one thing that make me cringe. Like, them 3rd graders, 4th, that made, I hate it. I hate it almost. Because God might have that kid destined to be the president. God might have this kid to be destined to be the top lawyer in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You tell me in 4th grade I'm the #1 player in the country. That's my focus now.
Your focus.
So from 4th grade on, I ain't even looking at nothing else. All that. So
you don't even take school for real.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? You just want to hoop.
Facts.
You don't even take school for real no more. You like, man, I'm going to the league. I'm going to the league. Then, God forbid, and then it don't happen.
Because
some of these people killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? They getting on drugs. You don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because now you ain't in the papers no more. Now you ain't in the news no more. Now you not ranked no more. Now it's like this kid just like, but don't nobody talk about the after story. Like, dang, what happened to such and such?
It's funny now with the NBA players, like, you know, doing these podcasts and stuff like that, and how they sort of telling their story, how they sort of lost without the league, and how, you know what I'm saying, them going through stuff. So even you make all the millions and still be lost because you don't got nothing else that you love.
That's how you know, to me, bro, money ain't real, bro. You really gotta know yourself within, bro, and really find something that you're really into in life, period, bro. You can't just be on some old, like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Money ain't real, bro. You gotta really be happy with yourself.
Most definitely. People will put money over people, you know what I'm saying? I value people. That's what something I always
relationships, bro. I keep them relationships.
Value people. It make you money how you tricking your mama or something like that. That's crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? But this the world that we in right now.
Yes, sir.
For real. All right, so before I let you get out of here, the hoop scene in Milwaukee, and like not even just our hoop scene, our rap scene, all that. What do you think about Milwaukee now and like, you know, our internet sensation? We got top ranked Division I players, we got first rounders in the NBA. Like, did you think you ever see that coming out of Milwaukee?
I always knew we had the talent. And I feel like it should have been more. It's gonna be more. I feel like well, we kind of pretty good in what we got. Basketball. We got a couple football players came from here too. Not into baseball, I don't know for sure, but the rap scene, me personally, bro, I just feel like I would like to see, cause I'm a music head, bro. I kind of listen to everybody, you know what I'm saying, give everybody a chance, but.
And our scene more like a TikTok short clip. It's
Yeah.
different, it ain't really our era, but it's popping right now.
Yeah, it is. I would just like to see a lot of cats maybe get together. Or even, I don't even know a couple. Well, I know a couple cats that kind of made it out there, so-called doing their thing, but I don't see them reaching back and like building something from Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell another person what to do, but I just feel like just even with the basketball, bro, I think a lot of more kids would be successful with it if a lot of people just came together, bro. Like, for real, everybody want their, you know, child to be number one. It's like, shit, you could have 10 number ones. You know what I'm saying? But people don't think like that. And that's how it look like on the rap scene too. It's like, you know, everybody want to probably get behind one person, but it's like, shit, you gotta look at just the city over, Detroit. It's like,
they probably,
And I be listening, I be like, it sound like
very similar.
What's the difference? But it's like their rappers they could get a paid show in Milwaukee.
Facts.
You can't really name a Milwaukee rapper that could get a paid show in their own city.
You're right.
Or even go to Detroit and probably get a paid show.
Exactly. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel you on Detroit. It feel like we embraced them, especially like from the jump from Team Eastside. That's like 07, that's early. So we been embraced them, and I don't feel like we like all through the Midwest. They only famous because of Milwaukee almost.
Exactly. It's like they sound good, but I always think like the mill. I'll be like, dang, why? What's going on? What's the? You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
What's the disconnect? So to me, I just think, you know, people just really just gotta like lock in with each other and look out for each other, bro. Like, that's just real. Cause if I make it out of here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
If I make it out of here with 100, 200 M's, it's like, it's nothing to, you know what I'm saying? Try to reach back and just put somebody in position, even if they don't deserve it. It's just like, at least you try to, you know, build something from your city. I don't know. I just don't know how people, I don't know, bro.
No, it's real. We do need to change. And like you said, you ain't telling nobody how to spend their money, but a lot of people get on, and especially in our culture, we buy the same shit just to come shit on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for real.
So that's what it mainly be.
We watched you get to the money. Like, so how you gonna try to jack on people when we seen you get rich? Like, it ain't like you just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no, that's real. I do, before I go, because my grandpops, he made it. Both of them, they made it to their 90s. I do want to see a change and some more togetherness in our culture. You know what I'm saying? Even if it just started in Milwaukee. But, like, I know it's going to go a long way. It might take till we get old, but I will love to see some change like that.
Milwaukee really, it's really open for the takeover, bro. For real, you know, like, even just as simple as building a gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, even and like I said, I ain't trying to talk about nobody, bro, but cats that made it to the league and y'all touched all this paper and where the gym at?
That's
you
real.
Go somewhere else, such and such, then built the gym and got an academy, all type. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I be looking at it like that, bro. And just to go back to your question, like, how, you know, how do I feel like I'm a healthy youth? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I want to build a gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got the money for it, but I got the idea and I got the heart, and I just know it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when cats really want to talk about really doing something, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I want to put a studio together. I don't even rap. But it's just something that had like a platform, bro. Like, Milwaukee is no stamp on Milwaukee, bro. I just feel like ain't nobody really just got their footprint on the city. It's still a growing city. downtown they building up, you know, nice Giannis down there, you know what I'm saying? So you could tell it's going in the right direction, but cats that's from the city, I don't see no stamp.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the stamp at,
with that sort of don't even got nothing to do with us for real. Like, you know, with Giannis in the downtown,
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
we was here before all that.
That's a
fact. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's still open for the, you know what I'm saying, somebody to put their stamp on the city, and it ain't just got to be one person. It can be a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's still open, bro. Like these kids out here need us. You know what I'm saying? It's our peers, adults, still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, cats come together, or somebody or a couple of people just take it serious. Like,
yeah, facts.
Man,
yeah, that's real.
Take this shit serious for real. Cause this moves to be made.
Yeah. And two, that's one reason why I'm like got this platform.
Yeah.
I noticed we always had a lot of talent here. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, you know, it's crazy to me that we going first round, and I done seen players like in my day that was just as good, if not better than players that's going first round in the draft right now, and that's something we couldn't even think of. And just, but you know, bigger than that, like you said, on the rap scene, and just all around Milwaukee, we improving, but we most definitely can take that next step too.
For sure, sure, we definitely can. It's a lot of talent. I love the city, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's really one of the reasons why I'm still here. You know, God got me here to really just figure this thing out. I just took a different route. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't stopped moving. I ain't stopped grinding. You know, I'm done with that street life, but everything now is like, I ain't finna stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so wide open out here. You just gotta stay focused on whatever you trying to make happen, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your plan is, just gotta stick with it. Be patient and just keep pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Well, bet, before I let you go, any shout outs you want to do, anything you got going on, any, like, if you needed people to follow you, you know, put that out there.
They ain't gotta follow me. You know, shout out to you, man, you know. Hit me up for this, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I made it happen to come through, you know what I'm saying? Man, keep doing your thing, man, for sure. Keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing it. Even the times, you know, cause like I say, one thing I like to say is you ain't gonna be motivated every day, but discipline. You can be disciplined every day. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, but just shout out, man, God, man, my mama, man, and just the city, man. Everybody just, man, put them guns down, man.
Put them guns down for sure.
I'll just keep it real. Put them guns down. That ain't player, man. That ain't player, man.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? All this stealing and killing and robbing, all that stuff ain't player, man. You know, we a city so small, we should be united, man, on a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of people just talk about the kids, but don't talk about them. Try to help them. That's just real, you know what I'm saying? And then you, like I said, I don't post stuff that I do for people, you know what I'm saying? Or stuff that I do, period, man. So it ain't even about that.
That's why I appreciate you coming on. I know you always been low key.
Just help, man. Just help your people, you know what I'm saying? Like you hit me, like I ain't, man, I'm finna pull up, you know what I'm saying? Because I know cats be trying to act like they, come on, man, you make time for what you make time for, man. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, hell yeah. Well, hey,
as simple as that, man. Mindset, man.
Mindset. That's a fact. Well, I appreciate you coming through. I'm glad we got your story. I wanted to get the basketball side. If you come through again one day, we can chop it up about life for real.
Man, anytime.
Anytime. So I'm most definitely glad I got your story on here. You somebody I was looking up to as a young hooper and stuff like that. So shout out to you. From the outside looking in, big shout out to you. So
that's what's up.
AZ in the building, man. Leneal Harris, man. That's Johnny BTV. We gonna get up with y'all. Love.
Yes, sir. Love.